My Joann had a huge secret it was hiding, but I'm letting you in on it today. I was headed to a town with a Joann, and I had seen somewhere that there was supposed to be 25% off of clearance items. I knew it probably wouldn't be as good as the Hobby Lobby clearance sale, but I definitely wanted to check it out. So, when we were in this other town, there were some stores I didn't want to go to, and my husband didn't want to go to Joann's, so I had him drop me off, and as I went in, I will show you a little bit about what happened. I made my way back to the yarn area in this Joann's, and this was the first thing I saw on sale, this cotton yarn. It was a little bit lower price, and it hasn't been out that long. Then I made my way back to a small little clearance area. I thought this yarn would be on sale, but it was still over $6. Then I found this display of the Pixel yarn and the Nordic, and it's just been steadily declining in price. So I went into the normal yarn aisle, took a look at this Karen Simply Soft. It is a really nice yarn, and it was on sale for $3.99. They had a good selection of this. I love that like garnet colored one right over there on the left hand. And then they had some basic stitch for $2.99, and I'm looking at the big twist, and I thought this was kind of expensive still. $11 for that. I absolutely loved the tweed. I thought that was super pretty, but I want to say that was, what is that, $6.50 for that. And the big twist heather was also very pretty. This red heart caught my eye because I didn't know if it would color pool like Erica from It's Time for Yarn has been doing some videos. I know I've seen it before, but I don't know if the packaging was different and it just caught my eye. These Ogos were on sale, and this homespun was not on sale, but I've recently been working on a homespun project, so it just kind of caught my eye. This one right here was definitely my favorite color-wise, so I thought that was very pretty, but not on sale. Then I kind of walked down and around, and I thought I wouldn't find any clearance, and then I came upon this display of clearance yarn. I started going through and digging it, and just seeing some various different yarns, and kind of go through here. These were all 25% off of the clearance price. It wasn't a huge selection, but I did manage to find a few that I did like and I had planned on purchasing. It's kind of a mess right there with those big twists. And then they had all the Vanna's yarn that apparently is discontinued. At this point, I am walking away from that clearance area, and I think I've got about 4 to 6 balls of yarn in my arms, and I'm just kind of wandering down. I didn't know if there'd be any like other type of clearance stuff that was on sale. As I'm walking, I hear a young woman's voice behind me asking if I needed a bag, and I was like, yeah, okay, that'd be helpful. I knew I had a little bit more time. My husband usually likes, I have him send me a text saying he's leaving the home improvement store. So I know, about how much time I have to check out and get out. So hadn't heard from him. So I thought I'd just walk around, and she's like, follow me, we'll get you a bag. So headed up to the front, and they have those little mesh bags. So she gets me one of those, and she goes, have you been into the classroom? What is the classroom? I have walked by this particular area in my store multiple times. When you walk in the doors, if you go to the right, they have a section of premium cotton fabric for quilters. And I have looked around there multiple times. I've never purchased anything out of that particular area because, like I said, it is more premium and I am a little more budget-wise. I'm not an expert sewer. So if I'm buying something for a project, it's a little more budget-minded. So I've been in that area, but I guess I haven't paid a ton of attention, and I guess I should have. As we walked in, past the fabric, there was a wall up and a giant sign up at the very top that said classroom. And as we entered, here's what I saw. Here is my first view when I walked into this secret area. I could not believe it. Like, how had I never seen this before and found this area? There was so much stuff, and to be honest, I probably could have spent an hour just in this small area, but I was on a time crunch and I knew I wouldn't be able to, so I had to just buckle down and really look through the yarn and start digging as fast as I could to try to find stuff. But like, seriously, what the heck? How had I not found this before? It's crazy to me. As you can imagine, I flipped out, as one does when they love a good yarn bargain. So this gal was so helpful, and I felt a little bad, honestly, because she's like trying to tell me a little bit, and she's like, she was joking around, she was very personable, but in my mind, my eyes were like darting all over, and I wanted to see everything, but I was trying to listen and be respectful because she was really nice, but I was just like, oh. So I, was stuffing stuff in my bag, and then I still had I should have gotten a cart. She probably should have just gotten me a cart, but that's neither here nor there. So if you are interested in seeing my haul, here it is. I tried to be, specific in what I was buying and find things that there'd be enough to do a project in. And since the Hobby Lobby sale was pretty recently, and I did get a fair amount of yarn, I wanted to, kind of purchase with a purpose. So I got 2 of these big twist values. And again, all the clearance was 25% off the clearance price. So big twist value, 380 yards. And this is the color Peacock. I'm not going to get into all the specs at the moment. It's just number 4, kind of a Red Heart equivalent, but it's pretty, it's softer. But this was $2.47, and with the 25% off, these were under $2. So I love this color. I'm trying to get it. It's definitely a peacock color, but yeah, I love it. And since I've got so much of it here, I've got like over 700 yards, this should be able to make a good project. Next one is this Big Twist Classic, and it's just the color blue. I have worked with this in the past. I had gotten an orange one a couple years ago, and I like it. It says it's a bulky 5, but it's definitely, I think, on the thinner side of a 5. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you think. But this has 644 yards, and I was able to get 2 of these blue ones. So they're, again, your basic, basic yarn, 100% acrylic. It is a value yarn, of course, but this was $3.97, and again, 25% off. So it was in the $2 range. So I thought this was a fantastic deal. While I don't have an exact purpose for this yet, I'm definitely thinking blanket because, yeah, I've got the amount. I was able to find another Big Twist Classic, and it's also bulky 5. I was kind of in my mind, you saw the video. I was a little crazy at that point. And in my mind, I was like, oh, it looks smaller than that one. And then I told myself, no, it's probably just wound tighter. The variegated has a lot less yarn in it. So the solid one has 644, and then this variegated, which is the color black, white, gray, it actually only has 420 yards. So that's a pretty considerable difference there, which I didn't notice till I was at home, but that's fine because I did get 2 of them. And this is still over 800 yards. So I could still, make something quite sizable out of this, and it's really soft and the colors are pretty, and I don't have anything else like this. And again, this was right around $4. So it ended up being 2 something, maybe $2.60, $2.80, something like that a piece for those. So I had watched a video and I was kind of giggling. It was Leah Crochets, because she referred to a yarn as a name brand yarn and then was kind of giggling about it. But I totally knew what she was saying because this is the only name brand yarn that I bought in this haul. You know, it's funny how we think of it because they all like probably come from the exact same factories, but some of them are, you know, labeled for Joann's or Hobby Lobby or where Michael's, wherever you do your shopping. And then some of them go to other factories to get different labels. So, I knew exactly what Leah meant, but yeah, this is the name brand yarn I bought, and it was more expensive than all of the house brand at Joann's. But this is Yarnspirations Bernat Sheepy, and it's 8 ounces, and it's 149 yards. I have never worked with this before, but it's crazy soft. I mean, it's definitely like a novelty type yarn. It's a bulky 6. And it looks like you have to be kind of careful with your washing instructions on it, but this was $6 and then 20% off. So I want to say I paid like upper $4 for this one. But I thought maybe this would work out nice for some Christmas gifts, doing like some headbands or something for some of my family members. Because again, it is crazy soft. Like you kind of just want to use this ball as a pillow. But yeah, this was my name brand score and the highest price item of everything. I got one sack down. I've got one more sack to go. I got 4 balls of KC Angel Hair, and I have used this before. I had ordered, I think it was the blue-green color, and when I got it, I was like, oh, I mean, I ended up liking it, and I have a headband made out of it, and I do wear it, but I was still like if I'd seen it in person, I probably wouldn't have bought in that color. This is a bulky 5, and this is the color Charcoal. It is 51% acrylic, 27 polyamide, and 22%. So I got 2 in the color Charcoal, and it is super duper soft. Like at first I actually thought it was my all-time favorite yarn like this from Joann, which is called Serenity. Which I absolutely love. I had tried to order some for Kristen at Kristen Crochets. We just did a super fun collab where we actually went shopping for yarn for each other. I will link that video up here if you want to check that out. And I had ordered one of these and it did not show up. Like they ended up canceling it. So that was a bummer, but she lives in the South and I was like, she probably doesn't really need a super warm wool headband anyway. But anyway, I thought that's what this was, but it is not. I feel like I totally went off the rails there on that one. But this is KC Angel Hair. And I got 2 of these. These were under $2. It was $1.97. And then again, the 20% off, which would have been like 50 cents off. So, you know, these were like $1.50 a piece. And I think when they were regular price, they were around 7 or 8. So I got 2 of them in Charcoal. And then I actually got 2 of them. This is the exact same thing, but the private label is different. It's older. It's when they used to have buttercream. So this is the exact same as this, just different label. And this particular color is beige. And oh my gosh, I think it is so pretty. It's kind of creamy with the furry stuff is more of the beige color. So I am going to see if my daughter wants something out of this. If she doesn't, I will just hold on to it for the right project. But I thought that would be very pretty for her during the winter time. I got 1 skein of this Big Twist Tranquil right here. This is the color Mauve. And it's a 4-weight. It does look like it's a little bit finicky. Machine washable, do not bleach, do not tumble dry. So there was a couple colors that were really pretty in this, but I didn't pick them up because a lot of the stuff I crochet, I do give away to friends and family members. And to be honest, I didn't want to give them, I didn't trust that they wouldn't put it in the dryer. There it is. I'm just going to say it like that. I didn't trust that they wouldn't dry it. And I didn't want to give them something, have them throw it in the dryer thinking, oh, it'll be fine. And then have it look like pilly and gross. You know, I mean, it's a lot of hard work and I want their stuff to look nice. So I just got 1 skein of this It definitely looks like a shiny purple. It says it's mauve, but I think it's purple. And I will end up just making something for myself out of this, like probably a hat or something like that. That'll be easy to care for. But I thought it was extremely, extremely pretty. Two more big twist values, and it'll probably like blow your screen off right here while you're looking at this. It's so bright. But these are same specs as that other big twist. Bubble gum and coral. So it actually also, I'm like blabbing a lot today, but if you aren't subscribed to Leah Crochets, check out her channel. She just showed on her Wednesday Whips video, she started a new blanket, and she said it was like kind of candy inspired, like Starburst. So yeah, this totally reminded me of the squares she's making, so go check that out. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I think these would be great for, you know, a kid or a youthful person, you know, to have on hand for those projects. And these were $2.49, 25% off of that. So again, under $2 a piece for these. All right, I've only got 2 more yarns to go, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. So this yarn I got is Big Twist Ribbon. It is the color teal, and it is, it's unusual. This is a 7 weight. It does say hand wash, but then you can tumble dry. That's an odd combination if you ask me. Let me see, the sticker is on here. It says 81 acrylic, 19 polyamide. So there is under 17 yards in this, but I was able to pick up 2 of them, and they had a bunch left. So if potentially, if I were to start working this and need more, I could probably, hopefully make it back and still find one of these. But in the collab I did with Kristen, I sent her some of this in a gray color. It might have been called Slate. And I am very curious to see what she makes out of it. But I was talking about it in my video, actually, because I had been eyeballing this for so long, but there was no way on earth I was spending $15 on one ball of yarn when you know you'd need multiples for stuff. So I was super excited, but not at all surprised to find it in their clearance area. The last yarn I got, I have never even seen this at Joann's before. It is in the older labels, the buttercream, and it says buttercream roving, 115 yards. It is 100% wool. It's a bulky 5. It says machine washable, do not tumble dry. I don't know. We'll see. I suppose it would depend what you made. I think whatever I made, I would just hand wash it. But I've never worked with 100% wool, especially in the roving style. So I thought this was a great opportunity. This is the color blue. I did snag 3 of them, because I figured hat, scarf, something like that. I mean, with wool, I mean, you're definitely going to want it for winter. So, you know, I will have a little over 300 yards with this. But I just thought this would be a good opportunity. The price was $2.49 and then 25% off. So under $2 a ball for each of these. And I just thought it would be a great opportunity for me to try something a little bit different and push myself a little bit further to, you know, try something at a bargain price. So what did you think? Like, that secret room paid off pretty well for me. I guess here's my questions. Does your Joann's have a secret room? I asked the gal, has this always been here? And she said, well, we replaced what's in here, but yeah, it's been here a long time. Okay, so I've been going to that store for a couple years and never seen it. That's kind of a kick in the pants. What if I could have been getting good yarn and saving money this whole time? Have you used any of these yarns before that I got? Do you have any ideas for me? This was a total bonus for me. So again, I was hoping to find maybe a few skeins of yarn, but this was a great 2-bag haul. So thank you guys for joining me for this. And if you love yarn and talking about yarn and probably like clinically borderline yarn obsessed, this is the place for you. And I would love it if you would subscribe and stick around and we can talk more yarn. Thanks, guys.